Jataka tales are the recalling of multiple births that Buddha went through before becoming the enlightened one. In this particular Pancavudha Jataka, he recalls a time when he was born as a prince, and this particular Jataka signifies the power of courage and effort. Here in this tale, Buddha took birth as a son of King Brahmadatta in Varanasi. When the prince reached the age of 16, he was sent to the city of Taxila in the kingdom of Gandhara to study. After completing his training, the teacher awarded him with 5 weapons. Armed with this, he left Taxila and went on the road to Varanasi. While he was on the road, he came to a certain forest inhabited by a yaksha. As he was approaching the forest, the people nearby warned him, "Young prince, don't go through that way. A huge yaksha lives there and eats every person he can get hold of." But the young prince placed his trust in himself and entered the forest fearless. Upon reaching the middle of the forest, a huge yaksha appeared, laughing with a dark face, mottled belly, 2 tusks the size of elephants, and dark hands and feet. "Where are you going? Stay there. You are my lunch," said the yaksha. Unafraid, the prince replied, "Yaksha, I'm going my home and have decided to take this way. You must be an idiot to stop me, and now you have threatened to eat me. Remove from my way, otherwise I will kill you." The yaksha laughed roaringly. The prince then took out an arrow and dipped it in a deadly poison and threw it at the yaksha. The arrow couldn't penetrate the thick skin of the yaksha and fell down. Seeing this, the prince then drew his sword and struck the yaksha with his sword, but the sword also broke into 2 pieces. The yaksha then told the prince to give up, but he was still unafraid and still showing his resolve. He told the yaksha that his trust in himself is enough, and he doesn't need any sword or arrow to kill him. He then roared and hit the yaksha with his right hand, which was stuck in his fur. So he hit him with his left hand, and again it got stuck. So he hit him with his right foot, it got stuck again. He then hit him with his left foot, which also got stuck. Seeing the courage of the young prince, even the yaksha was taken aback, but again he threatened the prince to give up. But the courageous prince struck him with his head, saying, "I will crush you into powder." But now his head got stuck too. He became stuck in 5 places and hung suspended, but he was still without fear and still confident. The yaksha was surprised to see this iron-like man and thought to himself that this is a lion of a man. In all the time that I have been killing on this road, I have never seen such a courageous man equal to him, and wondered why he wasn't afraid of him. So he finally asked him, "Young prince, why aren't you afraid of death?" The prince then replied, "Death is destined for each life, so why should he be afraid?" Saying this, the prince threatened the yaksha again, saying that the inside his stomach is a diamond sword which will cut him in 2 halves if he ate him, and soon die. Hearing this, the yaksha was then frightened, and he thought to himself that maybe the prince was telling the truth, and he was mortified of his death and decided to let the prince go. This story was recited by Buddha to a young bhikkhu who had abandoned his vigor.